Hi guys, it was recommended to me to do some vlogs about boat life, so I thought that I would. And my first vlog is going to be me walking down the track that I'm actually repairing on my own. Doesn't seem to be a lot of assistance. The ones that do want to help can't help really, because they haven't got what it takes. That half of the track's fine, not many people go up there, one or two. But here we've got quite a disaster. But to be honest with you, this is the best part of the track. I've broke the back out of the track, but we're going to just take a walk down the track. We're taking my little dog for a walk. There's a Lily, little Lily, having a little sniff around. And we've got Tom, her sister. She likes to follow us as well. So we're going to walk down the track. We're going to show you what it's like. I mean, look at that bit there. It's like a big swimming pool. Probably swim a length in that, if you have a look at that. This is what I'm up against. The dog's gone round the wrong side of the tree. Hang on a minute. Come over this side, Lils, just till we get to the end bit. This is the track here. It's quite bad. It's quite bad. It did have a mat on the grass, but over the winter, or the few winters that we've had, it's sunk in a lot of places, and I've got to build some of it up and chop some of it away. But yeah, I thought I would give this a go and see how we get on with me vlogs. See them trees there? They was the same size as the trees in my garden. I chopped them down. I've done a few little videos of me pulling the trees down and I did chop them, but I pulled them down with a car. But I had to chop the bottom, and I might stick them on YouTube. Let's see if we can get me subs up a little bit, maybe, because it's kind of gone stagnant at 200 and something. I mean, look at this here. Look, I've got to repair this. Look, it's massive. Put my foot down there. Look, swallows it up. It's like my boots. Might do a GoFundMe for them as well, because I've wore out about 4 pairs of boots since I've been here. Oh God, don't go in the muddy bits, Lily. Is Tom coming? Oh yeah, she's still there. There we go. Tom's there. Come on, children. God, there's loads of flies here. I don't know if you can see them on the screen. All buzzing about everywhere. They're little tiny things. The only thing I don't mind about them is they're not like the flies that come and keep eating you in the face. They're sort of a bit standoffish. So I've got to this bit here. I mean, I know it looks a bit of a mess. So really, all I've got to resort this out, because I've dug all this over because the tracks are so deep, and then I've got to do up to where you can see that camper van in that garden. But yeah, this is absolutely awful. I can't do it today because the mud's a bit too slippery, and it's just got to be right. It can't be too dry and it can't be too wet, because when it's too dry it's like a rock and you can't dig in it, and when it's too wet it just slips everywhere and you get mud stuck on you. Like, there's puddles everywhere in it. It's all our tracks, we're all to blame for it, but there are people on this site that have actually gone beyond the call of duty and absolutely abused it, whereas others was like, well, let's just ease up a bit until it gets better. But I've actually run out of water on the boat now, and I can't get up the track with any water because it's that bad. I mean, look how deep that is there at the moment. I'm working on this bit in the middle because it was a massive deep hole full of water, and I keep putting this stuff in it. I've chucked loads of stuff underneath it, as you can see, a little yellow thing now, and my car just keeps sinking into it. Look at that, I've just created a big pile of stones at the end of my tyre. But I'm going to keep working that into the ground until it goes rock hard, because what it's doing, it's going down and pushing it out, and I just need to keep adding until it won't push out anymore, till the weight of the stones beside the tyres are adequate to hold the stones where they are underneath the tyres, if you get what I mean. Building talk. But I've dug all these out. I've exposed the mat where it's not damaged, and I've put all the dirt back into the tracks, so you can see all the way down there. But if you went on that dirt in the tracks, it just ends up like this. It comes back out. You end up with a big hole. So we have to wait until it goes to a certain hardness. That's what I want that to go hard, and then I can drive the car over it and it will crumble it up and keep it in the holes rather than just squashing it out. Because it's very gooey and clayey and sticky, this stuff. But when it goes hard, boy is it hard. So I need to try and get it done. Why? It's at this texture, but because we had a load of rain here last night, it's just a little bit too wet and sticky. So I've had the day off. I've had to go to the electrolysis and have all my hairs plucked out of my face. Not a very nice thing to have done to you, but agendas are agendas. Yeah, and I've done all the way down now. I mean, I've had a little blessing here because this bit's not too bad. I haven't had to touch this. In fact, I actually done this bit last year. You can see all the hardcore. I moved about three ton of it last year, which was all what we had. I put it all in the tracks where I could. But this year, me and a friend of mine have bought 10 ton of crushed limestone. Crushed lime rock, or whatever you want to call it. But like, I have to keep driving up the track backwards because I'm putting all the stuff in the back of my car. It's me and a shovel, a Lily, and Tom. Is Tom still with us? Oh, look, here she is, bless her. So she's so lovely, that cat. Trouble is, I can't stroke her because she just won't leave me alone. She absolutely harasses me. So this is what happens, it pushes the stones out. So I've just got to come and fill that up again. Same there, fill that up again, keep filling it up till it don't push it out sideways anymore. And then when that stops and it goes a little bit harder, I can drive over the little hills and they'll work their way into the mud, and then we should have a decent track. But yeah, no help at all. I mean, some people have offered, but I just like, look, at the end of the day, I'm not having you on that track and ending up with a bigger disability than you got. So I'd rather just soldier on, moan about it. I mean, look at all that down there. Look, I've dug all that in now. That's a massive trench that was. Dug all that in. Little bit there needs doing. Run out of dirt. Because some places there's more dirt than others. But yeah, this is all the limestone that I've put in the tracks. And this bit here, it actually is pretty solid. But I am going to readdress it because it is a little bit up and down. But that's where the mud's softer in some places than others. That's part of the car right over there, that silver one over there. But yeah, this is us and our track. I don't know whether to end the vlog now or we can walk back, because I don't really like taking my dog for too long walks, because when we get back her legs are a bit sore. She's getting on a bit now. She's 14, old Lily. Yeah, 14 years old. I haven't done this bit down there because it's drivable. The main goal at the moment is try and get our vehicles up at our land so we can get our diesel, water, gas bottles, food, all stuff like that. Let's jump over on the grass. So you have to watch this grass here because let's go back round the car. Come round this side, Lewis. Come. And we'll get on the grass because there's a lot of prickles on it. I don't want the dog to tread on them. You right there, Tom? Say hello to everybody. Yeah, that's it. She's not impressed. So yeah, when you look up the track, we're getting there. I mean, this was really bad, this bit here. There was two really bad sections. This bit here and that other bit up there where I've started at the puddle. Let me just turn around because my dog's just wrapped me up. There we go. Yeah, this is what it's all about. These are the little plots that people have got. That one hasn't got a boat, they've just got the plot. Who's that gone? Oh, this guy comes up in a camper van. He used to have a boat, he sold it. Got rid of the boat, he bought himself a beautiful camper van. He just pops up here every week, like weekends here and there, just when he wants to have a little break on his own. Lovely guy. Get on really well with him. In fact, I get on quite well with a lot of people down here. It's just that there's a few that are just toxic. Unfortunate that all needs doing again. A little bits in the middle. But them two tracks there are actually holding up, so I'm not going to bother about that because I've only got about, I reckon I've probably got about 2 ton of limestone left. And I know that puddle's going to take a lot more before it settles in and stops sinking every time I drive over it, because that is the big hurdle to get past. And then a lot of the other stuff, I could probably do a lot of digging and scraping and moving about of the dirt to give us a decent track to drive up. But yeah, I do love it here. Got the old fishermen over there. I don't know if you can see their little tents around the lake. Bit of carp fishing. There's some big fish in that lake. I think they charge about 33 quid a night, or a day rather. 33 quid a day, and I think you're allowed 3 rods. I've noticed the moorhens have actually give babies. I've got a little moorhen right opposite my boat, and he's got 2 little baby black bits of fluff, and they're so cute. I'll have to do a little vlog on them when I see them. I'll see if I can do one tomorrow, because I've got tomorrow to myself. I haven't got to go out for anything. I've run out of water, but I can't get it, so there's no point in trying. The track needs to be done before I could get out in the car. That's why the car's down that end, because I can't bring it up the track. I need to get it up the track, put the water tank in it, and then go find a tap somewhere, because our water's been cut off. Because yeah, we've just found out who's been doing all the shit stirring now. But it's cost us our water supply, because the guy's got the ump so much that he's just cut it off. Yeah, look. Big hole there. You see where the mat's stretched so much, it's just snapped. So they've got to be filled in. Fucking awful really, isn't it? But at least someone's doing something about it. There was a lot of talk about this and how many people were going to help and who was going to put money in, and not a dicky bird. Not a dicky bird. But it is nice here, so peaceful. Well, it can be. Let's get on the grass. Look, someone drove around that puddle the other week, straight onto his grass. But I actually recorded who done it. And lucky enough, they was told who done it, not by me, of course. See if I can trod that down a bit, help them out. Not that I should, because they was very selfish what they done now. There's my scaffold boards. No one better nick them, because I've got to make a jetty out of that. We'll do a live about that as well. But I'm waiting for a nice bit of sunshine. There's a few little things I want to do first. I want to start working on my camper van. I really want to work on that and try and get ahead this summer. I know I keep saying it, but I just got to do it. Every time I look at it, I think, oh, I've got so much to do. But the point is, I have done so much, so that's a blessing. I'm halfway there. Still working on the shower room, because I decided to make the shower room nice and big. I've ripped the sink out. I don't see the point in having a sink in the bathroom on the camper van motorhome, A1 motorhome. Look at that. Look. If I've got a double sink in the kitchen, you know what I mean. And I am kind of designing this around so that it is for just me. It's got one double bed. I've ripped the table and chairs out and put a little settee here now. And when I travel, it's going to be for me and my pets. Me and Lily and Tom, because I will take Tom with me. Oh, look at her, look. Can you believe that? My cat follows me everywhere. Yeah. So here we are. Beautiful. Whee! Here she comes. Whee! You alright, Tom? We're nearly back up to my garden. We'll do a little vlog about my garden. Not today though, because I want to try and keep them a little bit short. I think this one's a little bit long. I'm going to try and keep them roughly around 10 minutes. Just little pieces of my life at Manor Meadows. But this don't look good up here, does it? This looks like a bit of a challenge, but I can see a route there where I'm don't really have to use too much stuff. I mean, that big puddle there is a bit much, but we'll see what we can do. If I dig all this dirt away, there'll be a track under here and I could chuck it all in that puddle. See that mesh there? It's just too low. It's a bit too low. It's got nothing under it anyway, it just springs. All the dirt's just squidged out and sat on top of the stuff that we haven't driven on. So yeah, this is what it's all about. This is boat life at Manor Meadows. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.